to him.
Just before we get to Mr. Birchum, just maybe a message to Ed Begley Jr. You have time for that?
Hey, Mr. B, do you know who Ed Begley Jr. is? He was on St. Elsewhere, but he's really, in recent years, only been famous for trying to get the electric car off the ground.
Oh, yeah, right. The guy.
He was in Batman forever.
That's right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he was.
He has, he pedals to work, right?
He's got this electric car, and he just won't let it die. Well, apparently, as a matter of fact, just before he was in Batman Forever, we actually declared him a non-celebrity.
That's right, because people were calling up saying they'd seen him at a party where, not a celebrity.
Ed Begley Jr. arrives in an electric-powered vehicle today at 10 a.m., and then he holds a press conference, and then he donates to the nonprofit Eco Home Environmental Demonstration Home Project. And we just like to take a second out of our busy day and say, Ed, let it drop.
The electric car is not happening,
Everybody knows you have an electric car. We all know about the electric car, and your little go-kart just ain't hacking it.
Well, wait a minute. Some of those have a range of almost 30 miles. Being that would get you one way.
That's right.
Can I give my own personal message to Ed?
Yeah.
Not that I'd planned on this, but I like wood, as you know. I have a profound love of wood.
Right.
You and the Unabomber.
Unnatural.
My car's not made out of frickin' wood, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the Flintstone mobile parked out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I don't have to do everything involving wood.
Right.
Ed has to let it go. Burn some kilowatts and live a while, Ed. For Christ's sake, you're making us all feel bad.
Okay, we just had to get that off our chest because Ed Begley
Personal
Jr.
message.
He cracked us up to no end. You just mentioned Ed Begley Jr. an electric car, and you have to laugh for some reason.
Right. He's already planning how to spend the turn of the millennium, the year 2000. He wants to be somewhere with an electric car display.
He's talking to his agent going, I don't know, Marty. We got to see how the wind and solar conditions are. I don't know if I can make that lunch date. For Christ's sake, burn some fossil fuel like the rest of us.
Well, listen, it's Thursday morning on the Kevin and Bean Show. We'd like to have Mr. Birchum in to take your... as a matter of fact, we're going to take your calls here in a second if you want to start thinking about your home improvement questions, 1-800-520-1067. But we haven't seen you, because of the holiday and vacation, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What's new? What's going on? What's happening?
Well, I got third-degree burns over the 4th of July. I don't know if you saw... Well, I guess you can't see it with my pants on, but...
Firework accident?
Well, I had a Piccolo Pete go off in the cab of the truck. Cigarette caught the headliner on fire on the way back from the Red Devil fireworks stand, and it was hell. It was hell, fellas, if you could imagine.
It sounds bad.
Yeah, all the noise and everything. But let me tell you the problem with fireworks, why firecrackers are dangerous.
All right.
It's not the firecracker. It's not the device itself that's dangerous. It's what happens to people after they've lit a few of them, right? Because the first one...
Is lit a technical term?
Yes. Haven't you heard of the litmus test?
Oh, yeah, right.
That's right, all right.
It's a home improvement term.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Look, just finish thinking of jabs to take at Ed Begley Jr. Would you over there, smart guy? The first one is safe, right? You light it with a stick from a cement bunker and run. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, by the second one, you graduate pretty quickly into that light and throw.
Right.
Wouldn't it be fun to light it and then throw it? Now, by the time you get to phase 3, you polished off a 12-pack and decided it'd be a good idea to wedge the M80 in some dog crap and lob it at the elderly. That's what happens with fireworks. That's how come they're dangerous.
Yeah.
Now, only Chinese and Mexicans should be allowed to handle these devices. They have a long history of safety with these things.
Is that right?
Well, when's the last time you seen a Chinaman with 3 fingers?
Oh, not very often.
That's a good point.
All right then.
It's just the stupid white people. That's what you're saying.
Right.
When I was younger, we used to have a campfire, and we had those bottle rockets, the kind that would shoot out of your hand and then explode.
Right.
We used to have fights. We'd run by the campfire, light it, and I'd aim it right at Bean's head and let it go.
Right, but the first one you lit off, you actually put in a bottle
absolutely.
and ran.
Absolutely.
But a half hour into it, you're actually ramming it up your friend's tokus and stuff like that. It's not a good time till someone loses an eye, I'll tell you that.
That's true.
This isn't going to surprise anyone, but I don't think I ever lit a firecracker the whole time.
Oh, come on!
I don't think I ever lit fireworks.
Well, you can't light them off from in the bedroom.
Seriously, I never
You
played with...
never, when you were a kid, played with fireworks?
I don't think I ever
We used to
had
take
them.
trips to the Midwest, like Iowa and states like that, Missouri, and they would always sell them there. We'd take them back to Phoenix, where I grew up. We'd snuggle them back, and we'd just have big old parties.
You are going to be like Howard Hughes in another 6 months. The toenails out to here, spraying yourself down every time you pass Doc.
Well,
Which, may be practical at this stage.
I just feel left out. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you survived the third degrees. That's good. You want to take a few phone calls? We're going to take
All
a
right,
quick
let's-
break and then take some listener phone calls on any home improvement questions. Of course, as we do every Thursday, it's Ask Mr. Birchum.
Lightning's writing me a note here. He has about 1,000 firecrackers in his car. If you want to
My trunk, if you want to light any up.
go down and
Now,
light
I
those
heard,
up.
I don't know if this is true, nor that you'd care, but as of midnight, July 4th, they're illegal to possess anymore. You're not allowed to have them until the window opens for next year.
Firecrackers are illegal in California, period.
No, not in California.
The firecrackers are.
Firecrackers.
Oh, all right.
Cracker.
The weak fireworks that they sell at those stands, like the little fountain things, suck.
Right.
Those are okay, but firecrackers and the ones that shoot up in the air too, they're illegal all the time.
Right.
Ah.
I'd rather just shove a rag into an oil can, light it, and roll it down a hill. That's excitement.
All right, 1-800-520-1067. That's our phone number if you want to ask Mr. Birchum. 7:15 now. We'll come back with that in a second. First, Lisa Mays here with traffic.
Update brought to you by Star Systems ATM Network. That
All right, we'll take a few phone calls for Mr. Birchum in the next break. First, we'll squeeze in a Stone Temple Pilots song and the Surf Report, which is brought to you by Budweiser. Beechwood H for that fresh, distinctive taste. It's crisp, clean, and classic. It's Budweiser, and here's Rockin' Fig.
Good morning, Kevin and Bean. The Figster reporting in, and your usualness.
It's a world-famous KROQ, 106.7 KROQ. Good morning, Kevin and Bean at 7:23.
Mr. Birchum is with us, of course, because it's Thursday on the Kevin and Bean Show. Mr. B, you ready to take some phone calls?
Now I'm
Hit it,
primed.
boys.
Mr. Birchum, show me your lathe. Repair my plumbing so that I can bathe. Pull out your hammer and give it a whack. When you bend over, I can see your butt crack. Mr. Birchum, hang my drywall. When I remodel, it's you that I call. Oh, king of wood, show me your tool. Mr. Birchum, make me a stool.
All right, let's start with line number one. KROQ, hello, who's this?
This is Jolene.
Hey, Jolynn. Ask Mr. Birchum.
Mr. Birchum, I had a mirror on my ceiling of my
Yeah?
bedroom.
What? Slow down. Let's backtrack a little bit.
Well, I
now.
know you want some details on this call.
You had a mirror on the ceiling?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Who, you Madonna over there?
No, but I had it on my bedroom window and on my bedroom ceiling.
Right. How old a gal are you?
20.
20.
Yeah.
20 my anus. You're really 20?
Yeah.
All right. You had a mirror on your ceiling, right? You live alone?
Yeah.
Very good. Keep going.
Here's what a high-tech radio station we're working at. We have, they're rebuilding some of our studios in here because our equipment is so bad and old and outdated. Mm-hmm. Guess who's doing the work? Mr. Birchum.
really?
Yeah, they can't hire somebody professional.
Didn't he?
Well, now, Mr. Birchum would tell you that he is a professional. I mean, the guy, he has been the king of wood for 20 years.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, but didn't he build our wheel a bad idea?
Yes, he did.
Did he have to rebuild
Yeah,
our
we had
wheel
to.
a bad idea?
Bean and I had to fix it.
That's right.
But I mean, you know,
All right.
here's a guy. Mr. Birchum really does honestly know a lot about.
Yes, he does.
Because he's been in it for a long time. But he's also really funny, so we have him on the show. They hire him off of our show.
That's right.
To work in the other studio.
That's right.
How scary is that, Mr. B?
What's the problem? I was too busy working. And sweat in my ear.
I was just mentioning that you'd think the radio station, might hire a professional.
No, I'll tell you, it's a good thing I'm not a gynecologist. They just hire me right on for the sake. Hey, Birchum, true story. Yesterday, Stacy,
Yeah.
I don't know her last
in
name,
the
but-
promotions department.
right?
Yeah.
She calls me at home and says, see, whenever they want something, Birchum, I got a job for you. Here's the job she wants me to do. She wants me to haul my ass out to Santa Monica, where she just moved. She says she's got some bad caulking in her tub.
Are you serious?
She wants me to get in there with like a nail file and spend a day in her tub pulling out bad caulking.
Mr. B, you know which one Stacy is, right?
Oh yeah, I've
Go.
seen them.
Go.
Yeah, oh,
Go.
That whole get the tub thing's pretty much a dream for the rest of us.
I tried to work a trade-out deal, fellas.
I
No,
bet you did.
time and material, baby. Come on now. T&M, TNA, whatever it takes.
All right, Mr. Birchum, you go into the next room and finish your work in there.
Oh, okay. Well, I get a lollipop. I do a good job, you smart ass. I was working.
I know you were.
We dragged him in here.
Trying nicely to throw you out, but
All right, let's take a look at some entertainment news. There is actually a lot of stuff going on. Not all of it good news. I want to start with a story that has a funny side to it, although, of course, there's nothing funny about hitting your wife. All right, it's Thursday morning on the Kevin and Bean Show. That means Mr. Birchum is here. By the way, Mr. B, just in honor of you and your segment, we're going to be playing one of your favorite bands, Tool, coming up next.
Oh, great.
I know you like them.
Love that Tool.
So what's this box o' goodies you've got here?
Well, it's the box o' porn, fellas. Look at it.
From Wicked
Look at
Pictures.
It. That's right.
Attention, the morning show in care of Mr. Birchum.
It's Christmas in July, fellas.
Now, why did this box just come for you?
Well, it certainly did, and soon I'll come for the box.
Now, please don't. You
Or at least in the box.
Oh, come on.
Am I not allowed to say that?
Well, no, we would prefer you didn't.
Don't feel
All
like
right.
you need to.
All right.
So they sent you this. Why?
Why? Because I sent them $75 and argued with them on the phone for 45 minutes.
I see you
Why do you think they sent it to me?
You bought these. I see.
I thought maybe you'd worked out some sort of a free deal with the Wicked Pictures people.
Well, we had, what the hell was her name?
Jenna Jameson.
Jenna Jameson.
Right.
Who apparently...
She's the one that you took the drill feather to.
That's right.
Yes.
Patent pending, I might add. I prefer we not talk about it over there. You screw it up like the Taco Bell thing.
Yeah, sorry.
Who, by the way, has a crush on lightning.
So we've heard. What's that story?
I think she was clubbed with a penis when she was 14 and it scrambled her. She's not right.
She has a crush on lightning.
She's like that little 21-year-old porno star who was in here that day.
Yeah.
She certainly is.
Kind of had the hots for Little Lightning.
I spoke to Joy King, who's her manager, liaison, fluff gal, whatever. They wear a lot of different hats over there in the porn industry. And a matter of fact, they sent me out a script, which I don't have on me now, but I will bring it in soon. It was written, directed, and the same guy starred in it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Costner. But so here's the deal: these movies are an hour and a half long.
Right.
Script, 12 pages. I swear to God, 12 pages.
Why did they send you a script, though? You're not in it or anything, are you?
Well, I wear a lot of different hats. Like we're talking
You're
about,
not in
I'm
the
a
movie.
carpenter.
You're not
in
going to
the
be in the
movie.
movie, though.
Well, maybe it's just sort of a cameo. Stunt cock, something like that.
Please.
Something like that.
Mr. Birchum, I don't know what kind of show you think we're doing.
Now, are you trying to talk them into it, or are they really asking you to be in it?
Well, they're in touch with my people.
Yeah, so you're making this up. Is what
No,
you're
no, I did talk to them, and they will be shooting a movie. Shooting, that is, will be on the 16th and 17th.
Right.
Poor Lightning's going to be at Lake Havasu touching himself, so he won't be able to be there, unfortunately.
Now,
Son of a gun.
What would you do in this film? Certainly, you're not going to perform. I mean,
Well, it could be an impromptu type thing. I could be